Have you ever given up on your dreams? I looked up and saw a gorgeous paradise in front of me, Cancun, Mexico, a place known for its pristine white beaches and its luxurious all-inclusive resorts. I hopped off the plane and smelled a spring of salty, fresh air. For the next few days, I enjoyed refreshing pools with bars in them, the hot sand with cool ocean waves, and a lot of delicious Mexican foods. At that time, I could forget about everything wrong in my life and just relax on the splendid peninsula. But life was not always so sweet. I was a fourth grader who liked to hide from every challenge I had, which led to a lot of problems. And though I was not good at most things, I was the worst at math. I would often make mistakes on basic problems and even struggled with simple addition and subtraction. The worst thing was, I always saw my sister succeed in mostly everything. I saw her get into advanced programs and learn math I barely even knew. At that point in my life, I saw no hope of getting good at anything or even trying. During virtual learning, I kept watching YouTube videos during class, I would skip my math homework to play video games, and I would forget to do extracurricular classes to play with my friends. I was the dumbest person ever, and didn't even try to learn anymore. This happened for a long time, until my mom and dad signed me up for a math class. I started to learn a little bit of math. The hardest thing for me was how to add or subtract positive and negative numbers. I remember every day I would cry to understand how to add just two numbers together, and the disappointed and frustrated face my dad would make each time I messed up. But that's a process of persevering through a challenge. Yes, sometimes I would take a peek at some YouTube videos, but learning was number one. Over time, I learned many math subjects and skills. If you think about it, challenges are just mountains of rock. You could have a tall, tough mountain or a small, soft mountain. And you, as the person facing the challenge, had to dig through the rock and build a tunnel. While life may be about climbing, challenges are about digging the dirt away and creating a tunnel. This analogy is not actually far from our human brain. Our brain consists of about 100 billion neurons, and each time you learn something new, a bond is created between them. The bond will strengthen as you consistently work on the challenge, like building a tunnel. Soon, it will be almost impossible to break the connection, forming a strong tunnel and completing your digging. But there are some moles out there digging the wrong way, just like me. Instead of overcoming the challenge, they choose to hide from it, and they choose to make the obstacle even harder. People who like to hide from challenges dig down into the earth instead of digging the actual mountain and put themselves into a deep hole. And when you want to dig through the actual mountain, you will need to find a way out of the huge pit you just dug and then climb your mountain. And the reward for all this work is getting to see the sun shining and clouds drifting after a long journey. So, after seeing my struggle with digging a mountain, I wanted to find an easier way to persevere that was easy and fast. After all, it's not just me who can't seem to achieve their goals. Studies indicate that 70% of people fail to complete their goals. Soon, I found a way. All you have to do is complete 2 easy steps. One is set a reasonable goal. Make sure you can complete the goal in a reasonable amount of time that is fit for your goal, and it will be clear when you succeed. For example, if I want to write a picture book, it should be completed in 2 weeks or so. This should set how long your mountain will be, how tough it is, and how much you want to complete. For me, I just want to master adding and subtracting. As you can tell, my mountain will not take a lot of time to dig, it will be easy to dig, and I'll be able to add and subtract by the end. The next and last step is to do something you enjoy doing and challenge that skill. What I mean by challenging that skill is to do something hard with it that may be out of your comfort zone. Things like drawing, playing an instrument, and speaking a different language are all great examples. Make sure you'll feel pride after completing your challenge. A study gathered a number of participants to do the same task. But the difference was the feedback they got. Half of them got encouraging feedback, while the others got no feedback at all. As expected, the ones who felt proud worked almost 50% longer on the second challenge. This data indicates that feeling pride can give us motivation to conquer a different challenge. The thing that made me proud was playing the guitar. I got a bunch of challenging songs over the summer and got them finished in a short amount of time. After completing your challenge, you should also feel proud. When you feel it, brag a little, give yourself some pleasure, and feel the feeling of achieving something. Then imagine yourself achieving the goal you just set in step 1. If you already feel so proud, would you feel that same feeling? As you see, I finished these steps myself with many different subjects, and it made me so much more advanced with things I never thought I could do. But that was just me, and I wanted to see if anyone else would find this useful too. So I told my 3rd grade sister to try to do these 2 steps. One thing she was struggling with was reading books. Many of the books she read were comics and were very easy to finish. After detecting this flaw, we started our work. First, we set her a goal. Finding an interesting book, my sister wanted to complete 1 book from Harry Potter. To complete the second step, I taught her some math. Math is one thing my sister could easily understand that would make her feel super confident. After teaching her 1 chapter of my math book, my sister was very proud and told everyone about the math she just learned. Instantly, she started reading the book, hoping to brag and be proud again. Now, she has read the whole Harry Potter series by the end of 3rd grade and is reading much harder books. Now, I want you to try this, to think of a goal you want to achieve. The goal could be bizarre, but go for it. Then to challenge your hobby and find the feeling of success. Don't give up like the other 70% of the world. Instead, persevere through. After completing those 2 steps, you should be ready to start digging your mountain, just like my sister and I. See the glamorous crystals as you dig, see your day-by-day progress. And when reaching the hardest point in your journey, look back and see all the dirt you have dug through. Look at all you've given up for this goal, and imagine that proud and happy feeling. Imagine that beautiful blue sky you'll see. And finally, you've already dug through, and you're ready for a new mountain to beat.